Hello everyone, I'm Snafu, and I literally just hopped onto Rocket League. I'm a Grand Champion 2, so I'm going to do some free play and talk about what I'm doing, and you can take these tips and put them into your free play experience, and hopefully that can help you improve and rank up, because as most of us know, and pros say a lot, free play is honestly the #1 way to rank up. Over ranked, over playing casual mode, over practicing against Nexto, anything, it's free play. Because this gives you experience just a car and a ball. And that is what the game breaks down to in the end. Alright, so usually I start warming up by just goofing off for maybe a minute or so. And I just try to hit the ball, I just go off the ceiling, off the walls, anything like that. And this is before I start my structured training routine. This is just to kind of get me in the zone, and also it's a good way of gauging how on top of the game I am today, because some days I feel like I can't hit the ball at all in this little training, in this little warm-up period. But today I think I'm doing fine. Just got a flip reset and decided to catch the ball instead. I'm going to flick it over the crossbar and try to hit it again. Oh, can't make it. Just practicing my recoveries as well. Alright, and before I move on, I just wanted to say that I usually do free play for maybe 20 to 30 minutes before I go into ranked. And I don't go into casual. I go free play, then straight into ranked. This is because in past seasons, well, genuinely, the entire time I've been playing Rocket League, I would warm up, I would spend a lot of time in free play, and then I would go straight into casual mode. And I would use that as a second warm up, and if I felt ready, then I would move on to ranked. The problem is, every other day I didn't feel ready to move on to ranked, like maybe I didn't win in my casual matches or something like that. And so I ended up not playing much ranked at all. And last season, I forced myself. I said no casual mode. And I only played ranked, and I hit the highest peak I've ever hit. I went up multiple ranks. I had 300 2s games, 200 3s games, 100 1s games. And I actually gave myself a chance to rank up. Because that entire time of playing casual, I had been Grand Champion 2, but I had never put in the time in ranked to actually win the games that are needed to get up to it. And so I did that last season, and I'm going to try again this season. Currently I'm a little behind on that, but I haven't been playing casual. I've just been in free play, just improving my mechanics in the time that I have. I've been spending a lot of time working on YouTube, so don't do as I do as I say. Alright, so now that I'm done warming up in this way, I usually, and you guys aren't going to like this, I usually don't touch the ball for at least a few minutes. I just try to practice my speed flips, wave dashing off the wall and onto the ground, and wave dashing to the wall as well, like this. I practice trying to flip and land smoothly on the wall. And also this new thing that I've seen a few pros doing, where you lean back and then you do a flip and then cancel it and you land against the wall quite smoothly. I musty flick off. Ooh, that was a scuffed one. Let me turn around. I'll show you a better one. There. So I can do it better off that side because of my air roll. I'm going to try to land against the wall. Nice. Go back against the wall. Land on the ground. And one thing to practice as well that I highly recommend is half flips. The smoother you can get your half flips, the better your car is going to look on the field, the quicker you can make decisions like going for the ball or turning around. You are more lethal no matter which direction you're facing. Oops, I got carried away. I started touching the ball. Don't touch it, don't touch it. So, I'm almost done with this phase. I often go off the ceiling as well and try to land on walls. And this is a time as well to practice flying back and forth between the goalposts, which is, if you watch almost any YouTube video about how to improve your aerials, this is it. So I practice doing my normal air roll. I'm going to air roll right this time. Whoa, a lot clumsier. Let me try that again. I'm clearly only good at one air roll. So, now that that phase is done, the next thing I do is I carry the ball on my roof. I don't like to spawn it like this. I prefer to pick it up naturally because it gives you good practice in game. And I just carried it around for a tiny bit. One thing that I saw mentioned on, I think it was Tenacity's video at one point, is that it's good to try to carry the ball on one side of your car specifically and then shift it to the other. So here I'm carrying it on the left side of my car. And trying to manipulate where the ball goes while only carrying it on one side is extremely difficult, but it's highly effective in game, because when you're in game, you're not going to have 100 boost. You're not going to have no opponents. You're going to be trying to see where the opponent is as you move towards their goal. And so it's good to be able to consistently carry it on one side. So like, let's say I want to shift it over here, and then I carry it on my right hand side, so I'm watching where the opponent is, and then I flick it where I want it. Okay, so knowing how to carry it on a specific side and still bring the ball where you want it to go is highly effective. Alright, during this stage, I also practiced this thing that was shown on a video where you hit the ball into the air and then you try to catch it again. And so you carry it on your roof, you hit it into the air, doesn't matter how, and then your job is simply to just catch the ball as smoothly as possible. And I just do this a couple times. It really improves my catching. And as you can see, I can do it pretty consistently. I mess up as well, but this is purely from doing this little drill here. And also, one thing that I could also say is that my dribbling is quite good because I do the Steam packs. So if you are on a PC and you have access to Epic Games or Steam, the community has made ways to improve that are actually fun and can keep you entertained for hours at a time. So just doing a rings map, doing some of the dribble challenges, I think I try to complete that. I think it's called Impossible Dribble Challenge 2 or something like that. I try to complete that each time I play it. It takes me about 20 minutes to half an hour. But it's extremely entertaining, and I just watch a video or listen to music as I do it. And next thing you know, my dribble control is a lot smoother and looks a lot higher level than it once did. The first time I did a dribble challenge, not a dribble challenge, first time I did a training pack, it was to dribble the ball in a straight line across the field. It took me an hour. So you can see how much I've improved since then. Alright, the next thing, it kind of goes along the line of popping the ball into the air and catching it. However, it's popping the ball into the air, like so, and then doing an air dribble. And this is honestly the best thing I can recommend out of all the things I've shown you guys. It's practicing when to set up an air dribble. So I wait for the bounce, and now I jump, and bang, right under the crossbar. This helped me rank up the most out of anything in the shortest amount of time. I practiced this little drill for maybe a week or two, and next thing I know, I was a whole rank higher. Because once you understand that timing to start an air dribble, you understand how to defend and how to attack. Because you understand when a player can go for an air dribble that will be effective. And so you know when to jump. Or you know how to jump and start your own air dribbles, and you can score a lot easier. One last one, and then I'll show you the next thing. So, you see how easy that was? That's purely from practicing this drill over and over again. Alright. So, the next thing that I do is, it's the usual. It's what people always say. It's boomer ball. I just try to hit the ball as hard as I can in different directions. And one thing I do is I try to stick close. So this isn't the usual. Normally boomer ball is hitting it as hard as you can. And that's a good thing for lower ranked players, but I try to hit it as hard as I can in a direction and then follow it. And so, maybe I'm not explaining myself right. I try to hit it as hard as I can, however, I don't hit it far away from myself. I'll hit it as hard as I can straight up so that it bounces off the ceiling and straight back down to my car, or straight against a wall so that it comes right back to me. I'm trying to be as fast as possible while hitting it as hard as possible. Rather than just, I hear a lot of people say, just hit it, and so it's like, you've hit it away, and now you're chasing, you're spending a lot of time, and now it's like, can you get power? No, not really. Instead, I try to hit it off a wall like this so that I can come right here and shoot. Whoa, or miss. And then miss again. No, it's good for you guys to see a Grand Champion missing, because I used to have this idea in my head that GCs just didn't miss. They were almost perfect. In reality, even SSLs aren't perfect. And the higher you get, the more you'll see that we're all just terrible at this game. And I just happen to be slightly better than the ranks beneath me. Alright, but back to this drill. I just hit it as hard as I can. And notice how I'm positioning as quickly as possible. So I hit it, and I try to go where it's going to go. And I'm going to hit this after it bounces off the ground. I'm going to turn and bounce this off the wall right back to myself. Hit it off that wall. Now, this is kind of an awkward one, so I'm going to hit it off this far wall here, jump up, and try to take a shot. Oh, bad direction, or bad redirect, I mean. I'm going to take another shot. It's on target. Tried to let it miss using the little, the D-pad. Alright, there we go. Off target. Off both posts, in fact. I gotta recover as quickly as possible. Oh, messed up the recovery. Often, what I'll do in this part of my free play training is that, let's say I hit the ball badly, I will go upfield and just call for it. Ooh, that was a bad call there. But I'll shoot it. So, this just helps me stay quick, because it's not about, so it's like I missed that, I'm gonna shoot. It's not about staying consistent and just being perfect as you boom the ball around. It's about the moment you mess up, how quickly can you get the ball back to you and hit it again hard. It's all about just hitting the ball. And this, I'm sorry, I see it recommended all the time, and I used to think, it's boomer ball, like of course you're going to get better, I don't really want to put in the time. However, I noticed a huge difference between myself and Champion 1s, Champion 2s, and Champion 3s in just the sheer amount of power I could get with one hit. And that was all from practicing this for a short amount of time. I could just come up to the ball. Oops, that was not what I was going to do. I tried to catch it there. I could come up to the ball in a moment where nobody would think I could get power, and I could just bang it against the backboard. Things like that, whereas a Champ 2 would not be able to do that. Like that, those kind of hits. Yeah, so I would just say, if you can kind of put my routine into action, and you don't even need to spend a lot of time. Notice how this video has only been almost 15 minutes, and I'm almost ready to go into rank now, because I am just making sure that I do this repetitively. If you do this routine 15 minutes a day for the next month or two, you'll notice an increase in your rank. From simple things like carrying the ball on your roof, catching more effectively, popping it into an air dribble, hitting the shots with more power, wave dashing off and onto the walls. You can even practice donkey dashing. Anything like that, you'll get much better at it. You don't need to put in 4 hours a day to see an increase. You just need to put in a tiny bit of time consistently. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to carry the ball on my roof as I do my outro. And this was a Grand Champions free play. I hope you can take this stuff into your ranks, into your free play, sorry, and bring that into ranked as well. And someday come to my rank, and we can team up, or you can be my opponent. Either way works. All right, have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video.